Hi everyone, and welcome to Action Bullet Points. So this is a follow-up video about the things that we did not cover last time around. So I'll just quickly summarize. Based on the feedback we received offline and online, there are three major themes that we didn't cover. One is the grip on the open gun on the Barricade. The second one is the power factor or NRA action. And the third one is the trigger pull. So first things first, the grip. Let's cover on that. The open gun is the only gun that is allowed to touch Barricade when firing. And that's why you need to grip it a certain way so you can take advantage of the shroud and the Barricade wings. This is the right-hand side of the Barricade if you're the right-handed shooter. And this is the left-hand side of the Barricade if you are right-handed shooter. You actually need to change hands on the Barricade to engage from the right-hand side because you will be holding the gun in your weak hand and holding on to the Barricade and the shroud with your dominant hand. So it's actually easy on the open gun to engage from the left-hand side of the Barricade because you don't have to change hands and you use your weak hand to hold on to the shroud and to the Barricade. It actually gets progressively harder as you move away from the target. At 35, you need to really hold on to the shroud and the Barricade for the gun not to move. So you aim at the top of the X-ring at 10, you aim in the middle of X-ring at 15 and 25, and you aim at the bottom of the X-ring from 35. Why that is, have no idea, especially at 35. I would imagine you need to aim dead center, but well, that is not the case. When you do number of tests, the bullet always lands in the middle of the X-ring when you aim at the bottom. Comment why that is. I'm dying to know. Second is the power factor. So for all NRA divisions other than rimfire, you need to meet 120, which is actually lower than IPSC minor power factor. So for NRA is 120, for IPSC, just to compare, is 125. So that is the weight of the projectile in grains times speed of the projectile in feet per second. For an open gun, it's kind of an easy one because you probably need about 135 to 140 for the compensator to work properly and for the gun to cycle no matter what. So it is the other divisions that you need to worry about. And thirdly, the trigger pull. The trigger pull for all guns needs to be about 2 pounds. And that is a bit of a shocker for people coming from IPSC into action and especially wanting to shoot their 1911 guns where the trigger pull was fine-tuned to below 2 pounds. And yeah, that is just the way it is. So the way they measure the trigger pull is quite peculiar. By the way, all the guns that I'll be showing in this video have been safety checked, so I don't have to do it on screen. I did it before to save us time. So the way it works, so you remember this open gun from the video previously. So the way they'll do it is they will, of course, safety check it, and then with no mag, they will put the weight in the middle of this trigger on the table, and the weight will be 2 pounds, and then they will lift the gun slowly by pressing on the grip safety. So if the weight of the trigger is under 2 pounds, it will break. If the weight of the trigger is over 2 pounds, it will lift the weight. And then they will shake the gun in order for the hammer to pull. So knowing that the test was legit and the gun was operational. Because I don't have those weights, I still need to make sure that my trigger pull is actually legit for the comp. So the way I do it, I use this very crude trigger pull gauge. So I'll turn it towards you so you can see the trigger pull gauge. And by pulling ever so slightly, I'll break the trigger. and it shows 2.3 pounds, which is legal. So according to the rules, if they test your trigger pull and you don't meet the trigger pull weight, you can adjust the trigger. If adjusting the trigger will still fail the test, then you're disqualified. As simple as that. So we will cover metallic division in a different episode because otherwise it's getting too long, but essentially the metallic gun is the same as open, minus the shroud, minus the optics, minus the mover stick, and minus the compensator. Otherwise, the guns are virtually identical. That's it for today. Many thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, Rumble, or wherever you follow us. Until next time.
This episode is brought to you by Toldi. Toldi app offers you the ultimate time capsule experience. Share your legacy and memories with your loved ones. Download the Toldi app from the App Store or Google Play. Use promo code ACTION to receive 20% off Toldi Box, Toldi Key, and all other product bundles when ordering from www.poldi.com. Explore Toldi today.